Good morning, children. Welcome back to our geography class. In our last class, we have discussed about the mountain forest, mangrove forest, and the introduction of wildlife, right? So we also have discussed about the wildlife, that how many animal species are existing in India. That is 90,000 animal species are existing. In that, 2,000 varieties of birds, which is comprising 13% of world's total, and 2,546 species of fish, which accounts for 12% of world's total. Okay, so and we also have discussed that 5 to 8% of mammals and reptiles also there in India. So today in our class, we are going to discuss about the mammals of India. So what are the unique animals which are there in India, and what is their role and which places they are located. Fine, let's go. So first animal is elephant. Children, you know that elephant is a majestic animal. Okay, and it is the biggest animal on the land, right? So this elephant is found in the hot wet forests of the Assam, Karnataka and Kerala, because these three states they receive much amount of rainfall. So they always remain hot and also wet. So elephants are found only in these areas because these states are having hot wet forests. And now the second unique animal is one-horned rhinoceros. Children, this animal has a unique role because the horn of the rhinoceros is very much helpful for making of medicines. So this kind of animal is seen in very few places, like Assam and West Bengal, because it needs a climate of swampy and marshy. It means wet, wet, always remains wet, muddy areas. So that kind of areas this rhinoceros is seen. Okay, and the next one, wild ass and camels. These wild ass and camels are found only in the arid regions. It means the regions where they receive very less amount of rainfall. Okay, so where can you find this kind of less amount of rainfall? That is Thar Desert and also Rann of Kutch and Thar Desert. Only in these two places you can find the wild ass and camels. Next, Indian bison. Bison means what? Bull. Okay, Indian bull, Nilgai. So Nilgai is a name of bull, children, but we call that in India blue bull. Blue bull. But its original name is Nilgai. Next, Chaushinga. Children, Chaushinga is a deer. It's a four-horned antelope. Chaushinga means what? Four-horned antelope. Deer containing if a deer consists of horns, that is called what? Antelope. But this Chaushinga is a four-horned antelope. Okay, usually antelopes will have only two horns, but this Chaushinga will have four-horned antelope. Four horn. So here gazelle also having some kind of horns. Okay, this is also belongs to deer family, and you can also find many species of beasts and different species of monkeys also available in India. Children, India is the only country in the world that has both tigers and lions. You cannot find tigers and lions anywhere in the country. Any country, either they have tigers or lions, but both will not be seen. But in India, we have that virtual, bone, children, that it contains both tigers and lions. And children, Indian lion. So the natural habitat of the Indian lion is what Gir forest. These Gir forests on the Gujarat. In Gujarat state, Gir forests are there. It means on the Gir mountains, forests are there. In that forest, you can find the Indian lion. Children, this Indian lion is the only last Asiatic lion, children, which is seen only in India. In the whole Asia, you can find the Asiatic lions only in the India, and that too Gir forest. So this is the last habitat for the Asiatic lions. Okay, Indian lions are also called as Asiatic lions. And now tigers. So where can you see in tigers, children? In the Madhya Pradesh, forests of Madhya Pradesh, Sundarban Delta, in the West Bengal, so Sundarban Delta, and also you can see tigers in the Himalayan region also. Okay, let's come to the unique place, children. So Himalayas is a harbor for many animals, children. For example, see leopards. So leopards, again two kinds of leopards. One is normal leopard, the other one is what? Snow leopard. Okay, this yak, it's a shaggy horned wild ox. It weighs about 1 ton. I told no, this weighs about 1 ton. Next one, bharal. It's a unique sheep, children. It's a blue sheep. This also will be seen in the Himalayan region only. And Tibetan antelope, wild sheep, kiang. So this is Tibetan wild ass, children. Wild ass, it will be only available in Tibetan place. So that's called kiang. Next, ibex. Wild goat is called ibex. Snow leopard, bear. Very rare red panda. Red pandas are very rare. Children, pandas are available, but red pandas are very rare. So those very rare red pandas are seen only in the Himalayan region. Next comes to our rivers, lakes and coastal regions, children. Most probably you can see variety of turtles, crocodiles and gharials. I told you the difference between the crocodiles and gharials. Crocodiles will have U-shaped mouth, but gharials will have V-shaped mouth. So the fresh waters of the rivers you can find gharials. In the salt water you can find the crocodiles. Okay. So children, now comes to the wildlife, the birds. So bird life in India is so colorful, children. You can find the colorful birds in the Indian forest. What are those? Peacocks, peasants, ducks, parakeets, cranes and pigeons. So these are the variety birds. These are the most important birds, children. That's why we are discussing. There are many other birds are there in India, so which makes our India so colorful. Okay, so these kind of birds are most probably seen in the wetlands of the India. It means the coastal regions or the lakes, or like example Chilika Lake, children. So such kind of regions, wetlands, you can find this kind of variety of birds. Some of the birds, they come from the north pole to the Chilika Lake, children, to lay their eggs. Okay, they hatch them and they take along with them while they were going. During winters they come and they hatch here, they lay the eggs and they hatch here, and they take those birds along with them. Okay, children, we also have selected our crops. See, we know that we have diverse crops, right? Diverse vegetation. So from the diverse vegetation to the biodiversity, biodiverse environment, we have reserved some of the edible plants. We have selected our crops, which crops we need, those crops we have selected, and we also choose our medicinal plants. Okay, and we experiment on those medicinal plants. And the animals also, for example, the animals which will be very much helpful for getting milk. Okay, na? So those animals are called livestock. Of course, these animals are also called as milch animals. These animals are also called as milch animals, children. So these animals, they fulfill our needs. For example, they give us milk and also meat. Some of this livestock is also helpful for transportation, children. They are also helpful for transportation. And the last one is fish. Children, the variety of fish. India is a home for variety of species of fish, children. This fish, it provides a nutritive food. Nutritious food it provides. Okay, so that's why we have chose these animals and we have chose these kind of crops for our survival. So, and that comes to insects. You people may feel that insects are no more helpful, right? But children, they play their important role. They help in pollination of crops and fruits. Fruit trees, if you want to get a fruit, they have to pollinate that fruit tree. Okay, and the crops also. Otherwise, they won't become crops or they won't become like fruits. Okay, so they also exert biological control on harmful insects. For example, they eat up those harmful insects and exerts the biological control. Fine. So in that way, children, every species has a role to play in the ecosystem. Every species has a role to play. Even insects has a role, medicinal plants has a role, animals has a role, birds has a role. Okay, likewise everybody has a role, even human beings also. But we are the most important people. We are controlling all this, because what we are doing is we are collecting the most important ones and we are neglecting the remaining ones. Even trees also, plants also, everywhere. So with that, what is happening, children? They are extincting. That's why, hence, conservation is essential. Conservation of this species are very much essential, children.